Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending the Ignite stage with the title of Indonesia Safe Schools Perspective from the Local Level. This session is about sharing experiences and also sharing what are the problems that local governments faces when it comes to how to implement the policies and regulations from the national level. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Afianto Amri. I'm from Plan International. And with us here, we have distinguished panelists on my left side is the head of District Disaster Management Agency from Bantul District. If you remember, in 2006, there was a Jakarta earthquake and there was quite a lot of devastations. And Pak Dwi Daryanto, Mr. Dwi Daryanto will share his experiences on implementing regulations at the local level. Beside him, we have two children or youth. One of them is Stefani. She is from the Yogyakarta communities, and she's have hearing impairments, and she will be able to share her experiences during the Yogyakarta earthquake, and also shares her views on what is a safe schools, according from her views. And we have the interpreter, Pa Soleh. And then after that, beside her is Anggi, who is a student in Jakarta, and she will share what her experiences on safe schools and what she can do to promote it. So allow me to we will have a presentation, a quick presentations. And then afterwards, we'll hear these panelists to share their opinions and views. So as you can see, Indonesia has a lot of experiences on disasters. We have earthquakes, floods, landslides, tsunamis, strong winds. All of it, we have an increased risk with all of the major disasters. That one. So that gives us more imperative that having schools to be safe from disasters is imperative. That one. However, the government of Indonesia has shown remarkable progress in fulfilling its commitment on safe schools. As you can see on the slides, in Indonesia right now, they have already legislations, policies at the national level. We can see the coordinations between the National Disaster Management Agency together with the Ministry of Education of Cultures in publishing policies. A strong coordination between NGOs and also the civil society organizations. In Indonesia, they have three strong networks: the education clusters, the Consortium for Disaster Educations, and the National Secretariat for Safe Schools, all working on the common goal in making schools safe. In terms of resources, Indonesia, as one of the emerging economic countries, the Ministry of Education has allocated special funding around $1 billion that can be used for schools to do rehabilitation, retrofitting, and also non-structural measures as well. And of course, with experiences, they have capacities in place as well. Capacity buildings, you have a large network of NGOs, government institutions, UN agencies working in Indonesia on safe schools. So there's a lot of things happening at the national level. Some of agencies are also working at the local level. Then what we would like to hear from them or share their views is how do they feel at the local level? What is their views? That one. So the topic of discussions that we will have is first of all we'll hear Fanny to share her experiences on DRR in schools from the children's perspectives and what she thinks on safe schools. And then afterwards, Padwi will share about the local government's perspective, and then Anggi will share her experiences on safe school network, which is interesting. So if I may then start with Fanny, and and how your experiences. Because Fanny is in the Jakarta earthquake, she was there, she felt the actual experiences, and also she's also what we asked is what's her view on safe schools.
When the earthquake struck on Yogyakarta on 2006, it was in the morning and I was still sleeping. And I woke up and I saw my home was shaking. I saw everything was shaking and I'm confused. My mother was taking me and dragged me outside to the house. And from the outside, I saw that all of my neighborhood are shaking and in a ruined condition. I think at that time I didn't know what to think and I didn't know what happened. And my parents said that it was an earthquake. And I said to my parents that I need to get my school back in the house because I need to go to school today. But they're not allowed me to go into the house because they said it's not safe. The house can be ruined any time. And then we have to wait until the condition is safe to go back to the house. And then I will share my experience on how my view on how the school should be safe. And at that time, my school was the roof was also dropping down, and we are going to school after 3 days of the earthquake strike. So for the school to be safe, we have to exercise for the evacuation drill regularly. And for the disabled person with disability, for the example for the deaf, they have to know, they have to get the information about the danger sign. Because at the school, at the ordinary school, there's no media that can be taught for the children, for them to get the information by their language, by their sign language, by visual media. But now I know because someone has teach me how to evacuate, how to do safety and prepared for the disaster.
Okay.
And now I know how to help other which didn't know how to save and evacuate the right way because I have experience what I have experienced in earthquake now has bring me to the knowledge that now I can be share what I know with others. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fanny. And then let's go to Padri on his views.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is GPDRR13, and I am the head of the district disaster management agency in Bantul district. As some you might remember, Bantul in the epicenter when the devastating earthquake struck in Yogyakarta in 2006. In a way, we were lucky because the earthquake happened early in the morning where school had not yet started. More than 2,900 schools in Yogyakarta will collapse, and many more were seriously damaged. Hundreds or probably thousands of children could dead or seriously injured if the earthquake happened during school time. Indonesia has more than 17,000 islands with 540 district and municipalities. Yeah. Every time there a new regulation will get with with the island and manual developed to central level, the key will be on social and building the capacity to the relevant government. As amended in law, the responsibility of the disaster management implementation goes all the way to the district level. Therefore, it's important that we have the right skill and knowledge. Not the point that a world like to hack like is to establish partnership with key actor includes local civil society organization, academy, media, and local communities. Last but not less, sufficient budget net to be allocated to support the safe school implementation. An example of the school in Bantul district, safe in Madrasah Ibtidaiyah, champion the 3 Asia Pacific in Japan. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you very much. And then last but not least, we have the last word from Angi, which is the network of safe schools. Angi has organized these networks.
Slide. Okay. First of all, good afternoon all. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Angi. I'm still grade 11. I'm 16 years old. I am the regional ambassador for Indonesia of Eco Generation UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, Tunza. And I'm also the chairperson of KOSKA, Young Scientist Club in Indonesia, and also ambassador of Speak Magazine, the Jakarta Post, Indonesia. So now about the project. The name of the project is Rahmi. It is combination of 3 words. School is school, tour is tour, while Rahmi means network. So if we combine all together, it means it is a network for school club. What we discussed in this project is about how we could reduce the risk of disaster. And as we can see from the pictures there, it is the pictures of our project. So we do some cross visit from one school to other school, and we share experience and information how we could do to how to reduce the risk of disaster. This project is some sort of sharing information that is not informal. As we know, formal, if we share things to formal, it was just like easy to what do you say? No, I think by sharing information from friends to friends, it is more easier to absorb the knowledge. And the challenges from the Rahmi is that the continuity and the improvement of Rahmi project, the insertion of the RR column and Speak Magazine, and distribution wider audience. As an information, I have one column and Speak Magazine, but that column is not about disaster risk reduction. And it will be really helpful if I could get support from all of you. So it will have possibility to have one column precisely about disaster risk reduction. And the last is the proliferation of safer schools club. So I really hope that if all of the people here could give support, it will be really thankful. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Please give a round of applause for everyone. And